Geek Squad. 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 Geek Squad.
Hello. I know you were expecting Kobby, but I am so sorry to disappoint you. My name is Emmanuel Mensah Japong. I am sitting in for Kobby, Spiky, and Nkrumah. He is a little under the weather, so I will be filling his shoes. I mean, it's almost impossible to do that because Kobby wears really small size shoes. So, but yeah, I am here for him, and Kobby get well soon. Yes, the time is currently 9 minutes past 7. I'm here with Winston
Yep.
and
The
Michael,
world famous,
the famous Michael,
infamous
infamous Michael. Yes, welcome, guys.
Thank you,
I don't know if
thank
I should be welcoming you or you should be welcoming me.
Welcome, Eames.
Thank you.
Welcome,
Thank you.
welcome.
Thank you very much. Thank you. So today, what are we talking about? We've realized that we started a SIM card re-registration in the 1st of October, I think.
Yeah. Feels
And-
like we do one of those every 6 months.
No, actually, no. This is the second time it's happening.
That's why I say it feels like.
No, it doesn't. Well, because the first one happened 2010, 2011.
Really?
And yes.
Hmm.
So it's been a decade.
Oh, okay.
Guys.
Feels like yesterday.
So we're having a SIM card re-registration, and we want to talk about that. We have a couple of FAQs and questions that we want to ask, and we have Mrs. Nana Bedu, Manadifia Bedu, who is the director for Consumer and Corporate Affairs at the NCA. She's currently on the phone at the moment. Hello, Mrs. Bedu.
Hi, hello, good evening. And that's
Good-
not comfortable at me.
Good evening, Mrs. Bedu.
Good evening.
How are you doing?
Good evening.
How are you doing?
Fine, thank you.
Awesome. It's good to have you this evening. We have a bunch of questions. We have, however, realized that you did an interview with us, with MFR Power on the Probe, I think last week, and you answered a bunch of
Yes.
questions. So chances are that there might be some repetition. So I hope you forgive us. And for
Okay, no
people,
problem.
awesome. And for people who have not seen that, you can go on YouTube to watch that interview as well. I have to plug
The other
the company YouTube. But before we get into it, I'd like to say that this show is live on Facebook as well, and on Telegram at t.me/Joy Geek Squad. Also, if you missed this show, you can go listen to it again on Spotify, Google Podcasts, and Apple Podcasts by searching for Multimedia Ghana. So, guys, let's get into it. Or do you have anything you want to say?
No, let's get right into it.
Awesome. So first question, Mrs. Bedu. Can I call you Mrs. Bedu?
Please call me Nana.
Nana, perfect. We'll call you Nana. So first question is, what's the national SIM card re-registration about, and how important is this to us?
Okay, so I'm glad you mentioned earlier on that we had done this about a decade ago, 2010, 2011. So what happened was at that time when we did the SIM registration, we just asked people, right? We asked people to register their SIM cards using their passport, driving license, voter's ID, to register the SIM card. What we didn't do then was that we didn't add a verification part of it. So what we are doing now is that we are doing the same SIM registration exercise, but this time we are using the national ID card and we've added a verification part to it so that we are sure that if it is Kobby or whoever that used that SIM card to register, link the SIM card to their Ghana card, it is that same person who owns the SIM card. And we are doing this too because we also want to make sure that we are able to build a credible SIM register database because the other one didn't have a verification part of it. What happens was that some of the agents and some unscrupulous people would pick other people's ID cards, just register SIM cards, sell them as pre-registered SIM cards, and even use it to commit fraudulent and criminal activities. So when the policeman goes and gets a court order and goes to the telco that I am looking for the owner of this SIM card and they get the details out, the details are not, you don't get any details. Some are very, how do I call it, invalidly registered like Kofi 111 with wrong ID numbers and all that. We are just seeking to make sure that we have a SIM database that is credible for us to use.
Okay, so I wanted to find out why were the details taken the first time not verified? Did we not have the technology for that?
Well, you know that technology really advances very quickly. Number one, first, the National Identity Regulations, LI 2111, which came into effect after that SIM registration exercise, made it mandatory or has made it mandatory for all SIM cards registered with the national ID card. So even if at that time we had even done a verification for those IDs that were used, we would still have to do the SIM registration again because the law now requires us to use a national ID card to register for SIMs.
Okay. All right. So I wanted you to just take us through the process of the SIM card linkage to the Ghana card process.
Okay. So as you are all aware by now, I'm sure you know that there are two parts or two stages to the SIM card registration.
Okay.
The first stage is what we call the linking of the Ghana card to the SIM card. So to do that, you can do that in the comfort of your home. You don't have to go out, even in your office or wherever you are. You dial *404#, and that's a USSD code. And then when you dial it, you get some prompts, right? And then it will ask you to key in your Ghana card PIN. After you key in your Ghana card PIN, it will ask you to confirm. And here, let me just add that we've realized that some people are keying in the Ghana card PIN and leaving out the GHA, which is in front of the PIN. But that is all part of the PIN. So people should make sure that they key in the alphabet as well as the numbers as well. And you key it in without the hyphens, you confirm it, and then it asks you you are asked to submit your name, your surname, and then your first name. And then again, let me just prompt listeners that they should kindly make sure that they enter their names as captured on their Ghana card. So if you were James Donko or James Donko when you did your Ghana card and you married recently and you have changed your name but you have not changed your name on your Ghana card, please make sure that you use your name as captured on your Ghana card.
Okay.
However, if you want to use your married name, you would have to do an affidavit that fits the name and then go to the National ID Authority to inform them, and then they will print a new Ghana card for you. So after you key in your name, you just key in again your date of birth, and then it asks you to indicate your gender, whether you're male or female. You are asked to confirm the details, and then you press enter. As soon as you do that, you should get an SMS or a USSD message your service provider telling you that you have completed the first stage of your registration. Your Ghana card is linked to your ticket card. It will give you a unique code, which is very important.
Okay.
And then there's a third line called biometric capture. That's the second stage. And it will tell you that the B capture has not been done. So that is what you get from your service provider after completing it. Now, the second stage, you will have to see your mobile network provider, or you see an agent if they have begun, they've asked their agent to start rolling it out. And when you are going, you are required to take your Ghana card, your digital address, because the law requires that your digital address should be captured when you are registering your SIM card. And that unique code that was given to you when you completed the stage one. So once you get there to your service provider's office, the customer care center, or the agent, you provide this. They check to make sure that indeed you are the one who owns that Ghana card. It is the same person. And then they proceed to take a picture of you and your fingerprints, and they also key in the unique address and your digital address.
Okay.
Then as soon as they do that, they enter it, and then you are done with capturing, you are done with registration of your SIM card. So the whole process takes about 4 to 5 minutes for each stage, and so we anticipate that you will not spend about 10 minutes registering your SIM card.
Okay, so are you taking into account things like errors? So for example, today I started the process, and I was told that the details I keyed in, which was exactly the same thing as what's on my Ghana card, does not match my SIM card. And so I had to do another process where I had to dial, I think, *140, *150, *9#, I think, I'm not sure, where I had to verify my SIM card by answering a couple of questions. Now, I don't know if you know about this verification process as well, but is there a way, because for example, they asked when was the last time I loaded credit, and I honestly don't remember, or the name, like which form of identification I used to register my SIM card, because I've been using my SIM card for I think more than a decade now, so I can't remember these details. Does that mean that I cannot register my re-register my SIM card, or would I have to go to the office?
Okay, so thank you for that question. That's a very important question. One of the things the MNOs and your service provider have done, sure that we try and eliminate as much as possible the possibility of people registering SIM cards that belong to other people for fraudulent and criminal